sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So your right palm on your left and bring your attention to your whole body. And feel your whole body as one. Relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing intensely. Take a moment and determine yourself. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. We also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, we relax our body step by step and focus your mind to your right arm. Gently and slowly, deeply breathing through your nostril and bring it to your right arm. Bring it to your right arm and fill your right arm with air on the right hand and hold it. And slowly, gently, deeply breathe out through your mouth and take all the air from your right arm. Bring your attention to your left arm. Deeply, gently, slowly breathing to your left arm and hold. Slowly, deeply, gently breathe out and take all the air from your left arm. Bring your attention to your back and your spine. Deeply, gently, slowly breathing to your whole back area and hold it. And breathe out and release your back and take out all the breath through your mouth. And your abdominal area, breathing deeply. Hold it for a moment and release. And your chest, breathing slowly, deeply, gently. Hold it. And release. Your right leg, breathing. And hold it. And release. Your left leg, breathing deeply, slowly, gently. And breathe out. Now your neck and head, deeply, gently, slowly breathing. Hold and release. Now your whole body, deeply breathing to your whole body and fill your whole body with air like a balloon. Each and every muscle should feel the breathing. Hold it and slowly release your air deeply and gently. Again breathing to your whole body. Hold and breathe out. Again breathing. Hold and breathe out. One more time. Deeply, gently and slowly breathing. And hold and breathe out. And mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing. So bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And let your inhalation, exhalation happen itself. And slowly start to recognize the sensation. And through the sensation, recognize this is inhalation, this is exhalation. So your breathing is the foundation for your tranquility state. Always remember to stay with the breathing and observe the breathing like you watching a river, like you watching the sky or the clouds, like you watching the ocean. You're not involving with anything, but you see, you recognize. So just recognize the rising and falling of your inhalation, exhalation. And be very clear with that recognition. Let everything to settle down as it is. Rising and falling. And observe the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. This is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. In your rising and falling, your inhalation, exhalation, it has different nature. And sometimes become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. The first level, try to accept it as it is with the recognition. In a deeper level, there is no such a thing called inhalation or exhalation. There is nothing rising or falling. Everything just exists, rising and falling in the same rhythm, the same moment. Inside, outside, everything has the same rhythm. If something arises in that very moment, in that very place itself, disappearing. Nothing but only necessary conditions involving with each and every event. In the depth of the life, you experience just this moment, not the past or not the future. In this very moment, what is happening in you, that is your life. Finally, you can experience as life is just the change. Observe and recognize it within yourself. When you don't recognize the change, and if you try to maintain anything as believing this is me, my mind, like that, that the struggle itself called suffering, unsatisfactory nature. There's nothing belong to you. Everything has its own way. Each and every cell in your body has its own way to function. Even though it interconnected to build this human form, it inherent with the separation. Your very nature is separation. in this entire universe, in the samsaric journey, whatever you achieve, it has the same nature like what you experience in this very moment. Once you recognize that, it's like you already live in this universe. Once you recognize that, you already conquer this timeline. No past or future, just the present moment. That is where your mind drop the becoming nature. That's where your mind releases collective mind, collective behavior. Once you don't collect anything, there is nothing to let go. When there is nothing to let go, no resistance, nothing come against or nothing to go against, no anger, hatred, jealousy, envy. That is where you settle down with eternal bliss or the liberation. So bring your attention to your body. Just experience this moment. Appreciate yourself. Pay your gratitude. You are so blessed. You are so lucky to have this moment. And as paying your gratitude, share your heart with others. Because in this very moment, there are a lot of people in the world fighting with death, struggling with their life, and having the fear, anxiety, depression, and go through loneliness, helplessness, hopelessness, struggling with this disease or the illness. So share your heart with them. May they come out of that struggle. May they come out of that fear, anxiety, depression. May they come out of that loneliness, helplessness, hopelessness. May they have the strength, courage, and wisdom to go through the situation and find the liberation within themselves. Not only them, share your heart with your loved ones, your near dear ones, your beloved parents, your husband, wife, children, friends and family members, brothers, sisters, your neighbors, people in your village, people in the city, state, country, and all living beings in this world and the universe. Not only that, as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself may all living beings be well and happy. So mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Spread the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of your heart with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma friends, tomorrow is Vesak full moon day, and it is very important for us tonight remind ourselves and just look our path. And when we look at the Buddha's life, when we go back to that his teachings, we have to remember again and again then what is the purpose of this dharma and how we can apply it to our life and how we can get the best out of this and within this our time period. So when it comes to that, The one of the important thing we have to remind tonight, seeing what is the what is the real purpose of the Buddha, and giving the enlightenment, giving the freedom, and showing the path to others. And so ourselves, our real purpose should be attaining to enlightenment. So for that, to cultivate this path, you have to develop two things. And what the Buddha in himself, in his journey, what he looked for, King Satya Gavesi, King Kusala Gavesi, what is the truth and what is the profitable. Those are the two things you have to be very clearly understand. So what is the truth regarding yourself, who you are, recognizing yourself, and whatever you experience, you have right to see, is this truth? So whatever you hear, whatever you associate, you have right to look, is this truth? So then look yourself, and always be harbor with the truth, and keep the foundation, the truth as your foundation, and deeper in your heart. And little by little, within one day, you cannot change that fact. But little by little, you have to have a determination, you have to have a clear idea regarding this path, regarding this practice. And other one is the what is profitable for you. Go towards that truth, what is profitable. Other all unprofitable things, you have to let go. And sometimes it is difficult to let go our own dirt, let go our own that unnecessary things, to clean ourselves, that to release unwanted things. It is not easy. It is there, even physically, materially. If I give an example, look around us, how many things, even in your room, even if you start from your pocket and your wallet, your bag, your purse, and look yourself, even your car, and even your room, your closet. And then if you look in a larger scale in your home and in your backyard, and in your storeroom. And not only that, sometimes you buy another space from another, the storage somewhere, and you have certain boxes there, and you put that things and put your name or the label, and you pay your money and keep it there, just to keep it there. Every month you pay, but inside deeply you feel comfortable. But it all finally become garbage, trash, dust. So then yourself, you have to remember why you wait to understand that. In this very moment, how many things you can recognize as garbage and how many things you can let go. Very simple. But why you don't do it? Because you didn't do it. So if you start slowly, little by little, and you will see there are a lot of things that we can let go. There are a lot of things that we can release. So that is one of the method that you have to develop in this path. So there are two things. What are those? King Satyagavesi, King Kusala. What is profitable for you and what is the truth? And that is the foundation. And after that, there are 3 steps. As a human being, you have to be successful and happy in this very lifetime. And then your next life should be better than this. And then in case if you look for salvation or the liberation or the nibbana, you have to know the method. So those are the 3 steps. And In day-to-day life, with this today, we have a lot of information regarding the Buddhism, regarding Buddha's teaching. So the one is academically, we have more information. So some people academically that as a subject, people study a lot of things regarding Buddhism. In universities, there are different departments regarding Buddhism, and that also part of it. And the culture and the cultural part, it is a huge current, and people get into that, and then some people caught up with it, and they cannot come out of it, and they believe that is as a Buddhism. Nothing wrong with it. But if you look at the early Buddhism, the very first 20 years of the Buddha's teaching, there's another thing come. That is what called self-realization. So the self means what? Self means nothing but this body, head to toes, this body, your mind, your consciousness, your ideas, your pain, your sensation, your name, the related with this body, that everything is called self. Related with this body is everything called self. So then you have to deeply understand who I am. Once the day come for you to recognize that, and truly you have to understand, and it should be true. You have to recognize the truth, not the lie. So once you truly recognize it to the 100%, and you complete the mission, you just not only you complete the Buddha's the mission, and also not only Buddha, from this 2000 the 600 years, our ancestors, our previous enlightened masters, lot of monks, lot of people, lay people, sacrificed their life, their time, their energy to protect this and to give it to you. So today you are experiencing in these human civilizations. You are in the highest place today. So then you have responsibility to get the best out of this. So determine yourself. Your life is belong to time. It's going to go away very soon. Things going to change very soon. You have seen within your own life and how things can change. And when the things start to change, within 1 second, everything can go up and down. So then when you have opportunity, try to get into the highest. So our purpose should be self-realization. Self means I am, my body, my feelings, my thoughts, my ideas, my name. So when it come to that, when it come to this body, so this name, your pain, your sensation, your ideas, this everything arise out of this body. So this how this body happen. Body come out of the heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. And this body and come out of the food. This body come out of the other necessary conditions. And out of that, within that all, the most important thing is the breathing. So that's why we observe the inhalation, exhalation, and recognize the very nature of the inhalation, exhalation. Once you able to recognize the very nature of the inhalation, exhalation, you recognize the very nature of the body. Once you recognize the very nature of your body, you start to recognize the other people's. And once you recognize you and other people, naturally you will understand the behavior of the past and behavior of the future. And that is where you break down your timeline. So this is a journey. Step by step you have to develop. It is just not an idea. It is not a dogma. It is not a believing. It's nothing to do with the believing or holding it to or something. It is just completely depend on practicing. how much you practice, how much time you giving to practice, how much effort you put on your practice going to change your result. So when it come to that, and according to the Buddha's teaching and his life, and I going to give you four certain points to remind in this, that tomorrow Vesak full moon day, and set up your life and according to that 4 point. Because when we look at the Buddha's life, and he had these 4 qualities in his life, and to fulfill this journey of enlightenment, these 4 qualities help for him. So the very first quality, remember yourself, find your purpose. So that is the first thing. That is where you have to start. Don't just go because of the somebody else say. Don't go because of the other people say. Don't just listen because of the monk say or the guru say it, or it that a lot of people watch it, or don't go about that. Always remember what you want, and have a strength and courage to find that really deeply inside you what you really want. That is the start. If you don't have a very clear idea with that, forget about by mistake your enlightenment or your liberation or your success not going to happen. It will never happen in by mistake. It is not going to happen by chance. It never going to happen by luck. It always going to happen according to your choice. That is the secret. Your freedom, your salvation, your liberation, your nibbana going to happen 100% according to your choice. There is no any karma can involving with. There is no any prayer. There is no any wish. There is no any believing can involving with your enlightenment. In the ordinary life, you will experience many other things. That things can happen out of the karma, out of your luck, and out of your prayers, and out of your wish, and out of your blessings. But your liberation always happen out of your choice. That is the real teaching. If you look at the Buddha's teaching, so then you have to look what you really want. Are you clear with this? Did you have the clarity inside you regarding what you want before you sit for meditation, or even when you wake up in the day, when you go to sleep, when you start to do something? Have you have any clear idea deeply what you really want out of this? So get into that clear idea every day. Have your purpose, decide. And in the Matuposaka Jataka, that is where his journey start. The long time ago, this the Prince Siddhartha, the born as a young boy in a family and merchant. He became a merchant, and he went with his mother for a business trip in a boat. And what happened? Suddenly it caught up in a tornado and broke down, and he put his mother on his shoulder and swim 7 days. And after that he came to the land. And then that day mother gave the purpose to him. My dear son, you saved my life. There is nothing for me to give. One day may you attain to Buddhahood. So that is the day his journey starts. And then he started to thought, oh, my mother told me to become a Buddha. He had never idea what is Buddhahood. But he had started to plant his purpose. Oh, I am going to become a Buddha. See, that's the purpose. Then he get into that. He hold into that. From that day until he attained to the Buddhahood, he never give up that purpose. He became again and again and again, but with the same purpose. But even ourselves, look, even you sit for 5 minutes, within that 5 minutes, sometimes we cannot have a same purpose. Our mind go here and there. See how far we have to work. to get into that level? You have to look yourself. You sometimes, start something. Within few days, you start to go away. You give up, you change. And it's even in our personal life, with the little things. If I give another example, and sometimes look how many people get divorced, and before you love and you say this, that, and but within another few months, you go and file divorce case. We cannot hold it to something. And even in other things the same. The job, how many times people change? We cannot hold it to something. So mastering a purpose, once you recognize the purpose, when you go for something, be like a lion. You never change your target on the way. You just go for it. It doesn't matter how hard, how easy. That hard or easy, you never decide from the beginning. But honestly, you recognize what you really want. And once you have that whatever hard, whatever easy, you don't count. So every moment, every opportunity, you start to get and go to your goal. So that is the first quality had the Buddha in the sansaric journey. So the first one, have a purpose yourself. Even attain to the Nibbana, attain to Arahanthood, or any kind of. So whatever the profitable things for you, have a goal and have a target yourself. Be very clear with that. And second one, when you have that, there are certain things you have to put away. You cannot go to target with everything. You have to throw certain things. You have to recognize what you really want and what you don't want for that. So to get into that, you have to develop the next quality, and appreciation, and paying your gratitude with always with the moment. Look at this moment. We have to appreciate this moment as human beings. There are a lot of people. They're going to finish their life within this night. There are a lot of people in the world. And tomorrow you will see that how many people died tonight. And I hope me or you not going to be one of them. But who knows? It is the reality of the life. So you always have to appreciate the moment. And never abuse your life. And appreciate it. Pay your gratitude. And when you start to do that, there's something else happen. There's a magic happen inside you. That is how these miracles come to your life. The magic is you become a generous person. You become more humble person. So that's how your transformation happen. So start with the gratitude and appreciate yourself. You have this moment. And so naturally you will see the very next thing, you become so generous, you become so humble. So, and the third one is learn to, once you have the goal, once you have the idea, once you become clear with your desire, never ever give up. Never give up. No matter what, stay with that. There's, in the sansaric journey, when the first day the Buddha, himself, in the Bodhisattva, as a Bodhisattva, he decided, I want to become a Buddha. In the overnight, he didn't attain to the Buddhahood. Eons, he went through different failures. That each failure lead him to success. That is the beauty. So then yourself, like just look like the 2 years, 3 years old baby, when they try to wake up, when they try to stand themselves, when they try to walk themselves, how many times they fail? How many times you fail before you stand yourself? You don't remember that. Ask your parents if they are alive. You never give up, even not one time, even not 2 times, even not 1 month, 2 months. Maybe 1 year, you keep trying, you keep trying. If you had any experience that the cycling and riding a cycle, and how many times you fell down. So, but still, how you came to this point? Because you didn't give up. So that quality inherent inside you. So bring it up. And in day-to-day life, when you sit for meditation, bring it. Never give up. And in your personal life, and whatever the promise that you gave to other people, no matter what, stand for that. It is a quality yourself. Maybe you're going to lose your life. Maybe you're going to your facilities. You're going to lose the comfort. It is okay. Stand for your word. So that will develop your life as a human life, and it develop your spirit. And it will, that spirit will help you to lead to your spirituality. So that way, in day-to-day life, your life become more comfortable life for you. So never give up, and always remember to go back to it, go back to, go back to. It doesn't matter you fall down. Always remember to separate fail and failure. Look, when something happens, you are not a failure. You fail, but you are not a failure. There is somebody in you. Always you can stand. So that's why in the, that you know, the one of the most difficult the sports, boxing, the always the secret method that the player, the good player, have the power that to separate the fail and failure. Maybe you fail one time, but as you don't accept it as a failure. The same thing in life. Yourself, remember, in your spiritual life, in your personal life, in your social life. So whatever go down, whatever happen, never ever give up. And you are maybe fail, but you are not a failure. So separate fail from failure, and don't put a seal on you, or even don't have a habit to put a seal on others, put an identity on others, put a carry yourself the identity as a failure. So that is the other one. And the last one is, don't depend on other opinions. The fourth quality. And don't try to change your path because of other people. How many people that during this bodhisattva in his character, if you study, how many times the other people give different opinions. Even when he born as a Prince Siddhartha, and after that his father gave the highest, he gave the highest offer for him. What? That becoming empire. That the father already set up everything, and he had the kingdom, he had a very luxurious life. As an ordinary person, just look, that when somebody put that that bit on you to become an empire, who going to go backward? Everybody like to go forward and take it. But look what the Prince Siddhartha is. In the middle of the night, without telling to anybody, he escaped from that palace. How it is possible? Why he did like that? Because once he recognized his purpose, never depend on other opinions. On the way yourself, there are a lot of people can offer certain things. That is good. They are so nice people. Nothing wrong with anybody. But maybe that doesn't work for you. So then always, whatever other people say, they have right to say things, but still, you are the one who knows exactly what you're doing and where you're going. And even another example, that when he came and then he escaped from the palace, and he went to the jungle, and 6 years went through all the difficult paths. And the 5 ascetic was around him and helping and giving all the facilities and giving all the help. And finally, the Bodhisattva himself understood this path doesn't work for him. And what he did, one day he came out of that practice. And that day, all the 5 ascetics around him and start to go away and telling, oh, he's not going to become a Buddha. Same. And when you become clear, you're not going to depend on others' opinion. So then yourself remember, even whoever, it doesn't matter, your loved ones, your dear near ones, it doesn't matter whoever you that knows. It doesn't matter they criticize you. It doesn't matter they leave you. Once you have the truth, once you are in the right path, never give up that. Stay on that path. Go forward. That is the teachings that we can get out of the Buddha. So once you recognize the truth, and once you know what is profitable, and that journey will take you to your liberation, your salvation, your realization. And that is the purpose of the Buddha. After 2600 years, you are today hearing this message. And then yourself, you have to remember, as much as yourself, try to fulfill that desire. And not only that, as a gift for your next generation, try to give that message. And that is way you yourself doing something good for you, and at the same time you sharing it with others. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. May everyone stay safe and healthy. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe tatta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idhamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu.